Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video announcements. I'm really excited for this weekend. We're having our circle dinners on Saturday, and the registration deadline has technically passed, but if you wanted to sneak in today, Tuesday, I would probably let you. So feel free to reach out if you didn't get a chance to sign up for that and you're still interested. I haven't made the groups yet, but that's going to be happening in the next 24 hours. But really looking forward to that this weekend, our circle dinners and our kids' night at the church with movies and pizza. Sadie is allowing families to sign up through Thursday for Kids Night childcare. So I will put the link in the comments to Circle Dinners and Kids Night in case you want to sneak in a sign up for that. This Sunday is going to be October 1st, so we are starting our month on the theme of heritage and the gifts of heritage. And this Sunday in particular, we're participating in a kind of citywide housing justice weekend where there are several houses of worship that are going to be talking about housing justice this weekend, and we are one of them. And in particular, I'm going to talk about wealth and inheritance and how that relates to housing and whether or not it is available to folks. So that'll be a little bit different sermon than we've had the last couple weeks, and I hope you'll join me for it. This is also the first children's chapel of the year, so our kiddos will not be in the sanctuary. They'll start actually, hopefully, weather permitting, outside in the front playground for a children's chapel that is going to be all about trees. And Sadie will be leading that, of course. After the service, we're going to have our first of what's going to become a monthly first Sunday of the month occurrence. We're calling it Coffee Conversations. It's going to be 11:30 to 12:30 in the fellowship room. I invite you to, grab a cup of coffee or tea or water or whatever and join me in the fellowship room to talk more in depth about the topic of the service for that day. So this Sunday we'll be able to talk about wealth and inheritance and heritage and housing, and I'm really looking forward to that conversation. And then next Monday, what's coming kind of on the tail end of this housing weekend is a housing forum for candidates for the Nashua city elections. We have city elections coming up in November. We're going to be here in Nashua electing a mayor as well as several members of our Board of Aldermen. This housing forum is being sponsored by the Nashua Nashua Area Interfaith Housing Justice Group, as well as the Grant State Organizing Project. It's going to be 7:30 to 9 p.m., hosted in our sanctuary at UU Church in Nashua. We do have both candidates for mayor will be in attendance, and at least 4 of the candidates for the Board of Aldermen will be there as well. We'll be sharing some stories from members of the community, asking some questions of those candidates, and having a community conversation about affordable housing, and hopefully encouraging the folks who are running for our city elections to really consider how important of an issue this is in Nashua. So that's Monday, 7:30 in our sanctuary. In October, starting October 15th, I'm going to be running a 3-part end-of-life planning series. There'll be 2-hour workshops on 3 Sunday afternoons, October 15th, October 29th, and November 12th. Each one has a little bit of a different focus, but we'll be talking about, we'll be reflecting on death and dying. We'll be talking about the logistics, everything to prepare, and we'll also talk about burial options questions about obituaries, writing your own obituary, and memorial services, and planning your own memorial service in advance. So if you want to be a part of that, I encourage you to come to all 3 workshops, but you don't have to come to all 3. So if you can only make it to 1 or 2, that's just fine. There is a sign up that I will put the link to in the comments. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And finally, we are looking ahead to, at the end of October, beginning of November, our harvest auction. It will once again be a week-long online auction and raffle with a live event at the end of the week. So on November 4th in the evening, we're going to have a live event with some live auction items. And we would love for you to put that on your calendars now. But we would especially love if you would consider donating something to the auction. This is an auction that is kind of goods and services. We know that, some of the things that are really popular are when there are events that people can attend. Dinners, and someone has donated an afternoon tea. Someone else has donated a bike ride and lunch, an electric bike ride and lunch. So if you have something like that you want to donate, or maybe you're really good at making cookies. And I know one year someone donated 12 months of a dozen cookies each month delivered to your house. So whatever it is that, whatever skills or talents or hobbies that you think could be offered as a service are amazing. We would love to have them. I'll put the link in the comments where you can fill out a donation form. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to the stewardship team. Their email address is pretty simple. It's stew, S-T-E-W, at uunashua.org. So please consider donating to the auction. We need everyone to make it happen. That's what I've got for this week. I hope that I will see you on Sunday or maybe on Saturday night at a circle dinner. And I hope you have a wonderful week.